You know how we think about our salary, right? We see it as this final grade on our career report card. A single number that's supposed to define everything. Our skill, our effort, our total value. But what if that number isn't a report card at all? What if it's more like a selfie, a quick snapshot in time that barely scratches the surface of the whole picture?
Does this feel familiar? I bet it does. You've poured years into getting great at what you do. You know your stuff. But then the job market comes back with these wildly different opinions on what you're worth. It's not just frustrating, it makes absolutely no sense, right?
And that exact puzzle is what we're digging into today. It comes from one person's actual experience. Over just a couple of years, they saw their own market value swing like a pendulum, with job offers that were just worlds apart. The crazy thing? Their skills, their abilities, they didn't change one bit. So what on earth was going on?
So, this leads us right into our first big idea, the valuation paradox. Let's really get into why the price tag for the exact same set of skills can be so incredibly different and what that actually tells us about where our value truly comes from.
The key thing to get here is consistency. We're talking about a solid, high-demand technical skill set. Things like data engineering, optimizing processes, building complex data pipelines. These are not skills you just pick up overnight. The author's expertise was a constant, the effort was a constant.
And yet, this was the result. The numbers on the table were all over the map. It had zero to do with a sudden jump in skill or some drop in performance. The big light bulb moment was realizing that the valuation wasn't about the person. It was all about the context, the company, the industry, heck, even the timing of the interview.
So how do you even begin to make sense of that kind of chaos? Well, the author came up with this really brilliant metaphor to reframe the whole thing. It's called the salary selfie.
Think about it. A selfie is just a snapshot, isn't it? It's one angle, one expression, in one specific place at one specific time. It's not the whole person, not even close. Well, a salary offer is exactly the same. It's just one company's opinion of your value, in one economic environment, in that one single moment. It's a snapshot taken by somebody else.
And here's where we get ourselves into trouble. We take this one external snapshot and we turn it into our main metric for success. We start treating our salary like a stock price that has to go up and to the right, always. And we create this insane pressure on ourselves to prove our worth through a number that someone else just gave us. What this really does is it sets up this classic tug-of-war that so many of us feel, right? It's the battle between that external validation, that salary selfie, and our own internal engine. So which one should we let steer our career? This chart just lays it all out perfectly. The salary selfie, it's temporary. It's defined by other people. It's totally based on the environment around you. But your work ethic, your drive, that's the constant. That's your standard. It's defined by you. It comes from your character. It's the engine that keeps running no matter what the little number on the dashboard says. And this right here is the heart of it all. This is the single most important thing to remember. The market's measure of my worth is not a measure of my intrinsic value. That number on an offer letter simply cannot capture the quality you bring to the table or your worth as a human being.
Okay, so if we can just agree to put that single number to the side for a minute, what does the rest of the picture look like? Let's take a look at everything that exists far beyond the payslip.
When you really step back and think about it, a different salary doesn't actually change the important stuff in your life. You're still you still put in the same hard work, you live in the same house, and most importantly, the people who really truly matter to you, they don't see you any differently at all.
I mean, that's the absolute truth, right? Our friends, our family, they value us for who we are, for our character, for our integrity. They see the full portrait, not just that one fleeting selfie.
Which brings us to our final and honestly, I think the most empowering point here. If the salary is the variable that's always changing, then what's the constant? Well, the answer isn't a number, it's your work.
This is the stuff that's actually in your hands, the quality of the work itself, the real impact you're having on projects, on people, and that deep personal commitment you have to your own standards of excellence. This is where real, lasting professional value is built. At the end of the day, it really just comes down to this. Getting that external validation is nice, for sure, but it can change with the tide. Your internal drive, your personal commitment to quality, that's your true north. That's the anchor that keeps you steady no matter how choppy the waters of the job market get. That
is what truly defines you.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. We've established that your salary is just a selfie, a snapshot in time. So take a moment, step back, and really ask yourself, what does the full, rich, detailed portrait of your professional value really look like?